think there's a couple of things happening. People are voting with trash bags on.
Right.
And they're wearing vests now. And, of course, you have the blue tie, the red tie always.
It's become the rallying call for the MAGA voters.
All right. So we're standing for a reason.
Yep. We got 2 days until Election Day. But even with the ballots being counted, we may not get the results until Tuesday night.
This is the most common question that we get. When are we going to know? So let's turn to the wall to understand why the results could take a little bit longer, and some say it'll be quicker than in 2020.
Sure.
Remember, so let's take a look at past clashes. I mean, this is what we remember. Took 4 days.
2020, this is when Kamala gets the call. We did it, Joe. This is a big moment, but it was 4 days out.
Right. The problem was there was a red mirage to start. What was that mirage? Voting day usually belongs to Republicans. A lot of states, and we'll get to this later, count late. Now, let's look back. Remember this, the biggest upset maybe in political history.
This was huge. This is where you saw all the tears from anchors as well as people in the crowd. She was supposed to crash that glass ceiling. It didn't happen, but we got the results at 2:29 a.m.
But guess why she did give in? Barack Obama had to call her up and say, Hillary, you lost.
You got to concede.
This was quick.
You got 2012, Mitt Romney against Barack Obama. Incumbent, obviously, got the election results that night to 11:38.
Right. Again, Brett was able to go to bed early here. McCain conceded around 11:06, made a really historic speech, and cited Booker T. Washington was once not invited to the White House controversy to be at the White House because there's a black man eating with the president's family, and then he, of course, would be a black president.
That's exactly right. You got Kerry conceded very early, 11:02 a.m. the next day.
He's had a little problem.
This is the craziness.
He's the conceded, and then he unconceded, but they eventually would lose when they recounted Florida. All right, so let's talk about why there might be a little bit of a delay.
This is critical right here. So this is new for a lot of people. The in-person votes, obviously, a lot of people talk about that, but you got the mail-in ballots as well as the early voting as well.
All right, key states may have results delayed because of laws requiring mail-in ballots be counted Election Day. Some go early. So let's take a look at this map in the 7 battleground states. In the green, you allow counting to begin before Election Day. This way, when the Election Day results are counted, you know the answer. But some have to wait by state constitution for the Election Day to happen to start opening up the envelopes.
Yeah, Brian, so it's interesting. When you look at Pennsylvania and Wisconsin, so they're getting all these mail-in ballots. They cannot start counting them until Election Day, so about 7 a.m. And then if you're going to submit mail-in ballots, it has to be submitted by the time the poll closes.
Expect Georgia to come out quick. Expect Pennsylvania. They'll have some troublesome counties. They always seem to do it. But they're allowed to count ahead of time. That is key. So are they. Florida did it right. So you get it really quick from Florida after having trouble in the past. All right, and
the
next.
legal challenges.
The legal challenges are already happening. And the thing is, what the Trump team says is, yeah, we challenged, we got heard in court, but they basically ruled not to hear the challenge. That's why so many challenges are happening before Election Day.
So most of these challenges, although you hear them on a national level, they're going to be done on the state level. There's going to be some back and forth right there, Brian.
Right. I mean, this is where a lot of the campaign money went to lawyers to be ready to go. Each state has its own set of rules and recount challenges and certification of results. Now, each party has to understand those rules to be able to act quickly and decisively to get quick answers back. Because if you wait too long, this whole thing gets ratified, and all your challenges become something in retrospect. They don't affect the results.
2 days out, y'all. We got a big show still coming up. More Fox and Friends after a quick break.
Yep, don't move.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.